there's always a lot of questions about the station life. Like if people wanting to go ring in, not sort of taking the jump, ways to get into it and, what you can sort of benefit from it. And you boys could agree, you've both been on stations, that it offers a lot to people, what they can take out of it. And with life skills. Now, you sort of learn a bit of every trade, right? When you're working out the station, you learn a lot of animal sense. So, and you sort of learn hard work, and it sort of creates you as a person. Like it teaches you, respect and responsibility as well.
Yeah, you get it. It's the whole package. You're working in a little team, family environment. You're doing a bit of everything. Like even now and then, like the ringer's going to get in, help the mechanics fix a truck or dodgy something up with some fence and wire to get it back to the shed, or you're down running, checking bores, fixing little pumps, learning animal husbandry, all that sort of stuff. It's a brilliant lifestyle. It doesn't get much better.
But there's so many jobs on station lives. Like you got mechanics, boilies, machine operators, truck drivers, chefs, nannies, govies, butchers, pilots, fencers, tordiners, like station hands, which sort of wraps it all up. But then you've got...
It's good that you actually brought that up, Pretsy, because if there's something around one of them jobs that doesn't suit you, out of all them things that you listed off, there's definitely going to be something that's suited to you that can get you out into the country and get you out into that lifestyle, which the lifestyle is just phenomenal.
Well, on like a smaller block too, like that whole list is one person's job.
Yeah,
that's right.
You don't have each different trade hired. You just do a bit of everything. Put your share in and help the team out.
And that's what I was saying. Like you become like sort of a jack of all trades. Like you get a little bit of a taste of everything, and you sort of learn them basic life skills, which is important. So you're not relying on people. Like how many people from the city don't know how to change a tire, or don't know the basics of just say mechanics, or the basics of growing food, or you sort of fend them for yourself in a way, like basics of fixing water, getting water, where to find it, and all that stuff. And when I was over west there, rodeo, and we spent a bit of time working on stations and that in between, and I met so many guys that were from the city that had taken the jump and found a place and went and worked on there, and that's their life now. They'll never go back to the city again because they've just found a whole new world out there that you just makes you as a man or a woman.
It's getting real popular now for that too. Like back when we were kids, there was the station families or the country family sort of thing, and with all your social medias and finding these sorts of jobs now, it's a couple of clicks on the mouse and you can apply for it.
100%. And you might find your little niche thing in that. Like you might get out to a station, be working out there and go, righto, I just want to be a ball runner. And as simple as you might have a fine eye to detail, you don't mind spending a couple of days by yourself. You know your way around a solar pump, like a trough. It's all that simple stuff.
And a lot of bores, like there's different ways. Now you got your solar bores, so you learn that a little bit of the electrical side of things, but you also got your windmills, your wells, or even just if they're all broken, just even the way to put a pump down there to get that water out. You learn your part of your plumbing skills, your poly and all that.
It's a lot of bores. Is there any sows?
Not only that, you learn a lot about the water, like water treatment, keeping troughs clean and all that sort of stuff. Like that's just touching on ball running. And there's so many other jobs.
The ball running stuff might not suit you, so you might be into machinery. And there's nothing better being on a station and doing that machinery work, whether it's stick raking or making fire breaks or all that sort of jazz, just cleaning up roads and that. Like, it's totally different to your work sites in town.
Yeah, definitely. A lot more common sense happens out on the farm as well.
Well, I think that's the biggest thing that you take away from it is you learn that common sense.
Not only that, and two, it's a good way to get away from society if that's what you want. Like around the WA, the territory in Queensland, it's so remote. Like you probably won't have phone service in a lot of places unless you might be in the mess hall or something on your bigger stations. you probably won't have phone service. But there's all the little perks that come with that. The sunrises, the sunsets.
Oh,
I
mate.
always say they're so much better in the West.
100%. And I was even thinking like this past week, I was out of work, and I'm obviously in the mines. For all the listeners that tune in every week would know that, but for the new ones that are tuning in that don't, and I was just thinking that today on the way back, I was just like, I need to get back out into the bush. Like, I've had a gut full of this slaving away for someone. Like, when you're out in the land, it's a lifestyle. Like, you can work, like a lot of them times when they're mustering and branding and that, you'll work a month straight. You might get one Sunday off or a weekend off within that month. And it doesn't even feel like you're working, like, because it's a lifestyle. And come my 7th day out on swing, it was a struggle, mate.
Yeah.
I'm just like getting heated with everyone. I didn't want to be there. Like, it's just the bullshit, the politics that you got to put up with. You don't have that out in the bush.
No. Well, you're connecting back with the land. I think you're living more with your instincts. You know what I mean? Back to your core. That's where we come from. We were just men with clubs in a cave. So yeah, getting back into nature. That's where you really find out who you are.
And everyone becomes really, really good mates. Like, you get long life mates from it. Yeah, it's demanding work, and it's you most likely be working sun up to sundown sort of thing, but it's all worth it, I reckon.
When you're doing that, when you're working in that sort of lifestyle, you don't even realize that you're working from sun up till sundown, because the amount of fun that you're having during the day doing them jobs that you're doing is just unreal. Like, I think everyone needs to experience it in life, because a lot of people, I think, would sort of jump at something like that and they wouldn't go back.
And if you are looking at getting, like, if you want to get into that industry and whatnot, as simple as RFTTE, which is Ringers from the Top End, they've actually got a website and a Facebook page, and there's always posts on it, always people looking.
There's actually one page on there, I think it's Station of Farming Jobs.
There's this whole swag of them.
Yeah,
if you
there's
just
a
search
heap
it
of
now,
them.
you'll find endless amounts of pages.
And there's probably some people listening that, have wanted to take the jump that just haven't.
Yeah.
And if I was to give any advice to take the leap, is to go on them pages and just post on there. If you're keen and you're willing to work and just have a go at life, someone's going to give you a crack.
But there'll be a lot of advertised on there too that they're not looking for experienced guys. They're just looking for a good work ethic and a good attitude. And that's where you get your start if you're green.
And that's all you got to do is have a good work ethic and willing to learn, and not go into them sort of places being a know-it-all. Even if you do know something, just say you don't know something.
Yeah,
and
I
they'll
like to take.
And then, because you can learn something from everyone, and you might think you know everything, but you've probably still got a shit ton to learn in that sort of role or that job.
Come in humble and ask plenty of questions.
Just touching back on getting a job on a station, around now, the September, October is when they normally do their intakes on the bigger stations for the next season. So yeah, now's the time to go if you go.
Because they're actually coming up to their wet season.
Yep.
So for those that don't know, a lot of these places have wet seasons where there's a lot of rain around, where you can't really get around, you can't do much, and sort of out of calving season, all the work's coming to an end. A lot of the time, the people that do work over the wet season are just doing maintenance work, whether it's in the shed or just fixing a few fences here and there before the rain comes, and
Jason Barramundi.
Yeah. But I think their season starts around March or something, if I remember correctly.
That's when I was in the territory. That's about when the season was normally starting. That's when the wets start to slow up, and you're able to start driving around, roads to start opening and stuff. Like where I was up there, it was plain in, plain out. 6 months of the year, we'll cut off like barge and shit in. Well, supplies and stuff. I was on the coast, so it was a bit more easier. But on stations and that, you're a lot more remote.
I think one of the good things about being on a station also is that you don't spend any money because you're away from sort of society. So all you really got to pay for is if you got a drinking problem or a smoking problem like Mitchell here, then
it's not a problem.
Or you sort of your treats and that you want, because all them places, they house you so you don't pay rent.
you board your food
and that as well. So what you make is what you keep pretty well. So it's a good way to save money and not really buy. So unless you've got like a shopping addiction or something like that, you're going to spend money. But a lot of them times also come them big events that are sort of around that area, the workstations will give all the workers a day off to go to them, whether it's a rodeo, the race day, whatever sort of shindig is happening at the time, which is awesome because a lot of people from around them stations in that area all go to that, which then makes for a great time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's a little outing, isn't it? Blow off some steam and fly into town and feel how I feel right now and then get back to work.
Yeah. So if you are listening and you've always wanted to take the leap, I recommend it. Jump on there and, you just apply for some stuff, put the feel out there, and all you got to do is book a ticket or get in your car and drive there. When I've gone over there, I've got a plane ticket. They've picked me up, gone out there, done a bit of work, and off we went again to the next one. You can jump from place to place. There's the world's your oyster at the end of the day.
A couple of little things that will help getting a job on a station is like having a manual license, a first aid ticket, which is always a good thing, could being so remote.
Really?
Strong work ethic, able to work with people and are willing to learn is a big thing.
Attitudes and efforts, they're the best too.
Yeah.
You got those, you'll be right anywhere you go.